This Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt cartridge is really special to me. This cartridge got me really interested in playing more video games, learning more about their history, and it even got me into trying games I wouldn't even consider trying. Super Mario Bros. On the NES is considered the classic game, with it constantly getting re-released every generation. Some people would even argue this game has impacted gaming as a whole. Pretty much everyone knows this game or has played it before. I mean, it's 40 years old. It has a fun, simple design with progressive difficulty. It is still fun to pick up and play, even just for a few minutes. With this being an early NES title on the system, it's crazy to see how much the Mario series has evolved from this moving forwards. But this cartridge has two games on it, and the other one is Duck Hunt. And if you feel like shooting a duck with a plastic gun, this is the game for you. At first I felt like shooting a duck with a plastic gun, but now I don't feel like it anymore, because I can never get this game to work. I don't get why the zapper never worked for me. All it does is have the screen flash, but it misses every duck. Maybe it's not the game, maybe it's me. Great, I hate it when this happens. Now I have to reorganize everything again. I wouldn't have to reorganize all my games again if I hadn't collected all of these. My collection here isn't huge yet, but I love collecting video games. I have a connection with all of these, and they mean a lot to me. I think collecting as a hobby is interesting no matter what it is. There is always something to talk about in any collection. Every collection feels magical as there's always a story about why someone collects something or how long they have been doing it for, and the many ways someone can approach collecting. Collecting is so fun for me as it is all personalized, and for every game on my shelf, it is all placed in a way I want that I find satisfying to look at. I have been collecting games for a while now, but I have been kinda slow at it at the moment. I really enjoy all the games that I have right now. Sure, I would like to collect every single video game and console, and I'll get there eventually, but I do enjoy what I have at the moment. It's not only about keeping games on my shelf, but what I also enjoy is the placement and organization for them. For example, I like to keep all of my games in alphabetical order, and I also separate each section of the shelf for different types of games. My top row has all the retro stuff. Moving down is the Nintendo part of the collection, with the Wii, Wii U, Switch, and even a couple of handheld games on the side, which I own way more of. It's just hard to display them, and I plan on displaying them properly in the future. Then on the bottom row is the other category for now, with some PlayStation and some Xbox games. Now, for every single game here, have I played every single one? I mean kinda. I've tested every single one of them, so I know they at least work. So when I feel like driving a game, something like Super Turrican, I will already know it will work when I try to play it. However, when it actually comes to playing these, I hope I eventually get to play and cover and enjoy as many of these experiences as I can. Perhaps I'll be able to when I am less busy and have more time available. I love the consistency of all the games placed with all of the spines aligned. It's so satisfying to look at. But since I like to keep my games in alphabetical order, the lines of consistency is going to break. And some of these games can oddly stick out, like these unlicensed NES games being a different color, or the Sonic & Knuckles cartridge having a unique design because of the whole lock-on technology feature, where you can put another Genesis game on top, so now it awkwardly sticks out on the shelf. Even something like Super Mario All-Stars on the Wii, which was released to celebrate Mario's 25th anniversary, but all they did was resell the SNES game on a Wii disc, acting like it was brand new without changing anything. Sometimes when it comes to collecting, some people only really care about the rare and expensive items. I mean, I don't own anything rare yet, but to me, I find so much value in all of these games that I have here. These aren't just a wall of games, but also memories. I feel attached to so many different games here, and each one has its own story. Ninja Gaiden was the first NES game I played that wasn't Super Mario Bros., or even Snake Rattle and Roll, which was the first NES game I bought for myself, which really got me into collecting. Every game has a story behind it, which is what makes collecting feel so personal, but at the same time with gaming, it also feels like you're holding a piece of history at times. This is a Mickey Mouse Game & Watch system from 1984, and it's the oldest thing in my collection, and the only Game & Watch I own. It's not rare, but a bit uncommon, and for its age and condition, that's what makes it feel like a piece of gaming history. I actually got this item for free somewhere, and then I later found out how expensive it was. But that's the thing about collecting video games, is at times it's going to be really expensive, and as time goes on, it's only going to be harder to play them in their original state. Unlike other media, video games are much harder to preserve as not every game gets re-released, and for some games it's harder to re-release for many different reasons. And even if a certain game does get re-released, it can lose what makes it special, such as the Nintendo DS. All of these games were designed with a dual and touchscreen in mind, so when playing a DS game on anything that's not a DS, it doesn't always feel right. In the end, video games are really special to me, and it wouldn't be the same without this shelf. This shelf holds all my video games, which are basically my memories, only for many more to come.